Hi, it's you and Ellery here making bonsai in Australia, and in this video I'm going to turn this Willow Leaf Ficus into a bonsai. So it is just a big stump at the moment, so it's really just going to be the beginning steps on turning this into a bonsai. Prune it back a little bit, get a bit of shape to it, and then let it grow in future just to get a little bit more developed and thicker trunks in what isn't just the stump. Now before I do go on, I do also make a range of other videos such as this, where I go through what I'm doing to turn a whole bunch of new young trees that I have into bonsai. So if you're into looking at some of those early steps in your own bonsai journey, please subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date with my future videos as I release them. So we'll go into this now. Very compact in this pot. So, it'll be interesting to see So there's a lot of roots that you can see have kind of just crept around and around on the outside of the pot. Yeah, so those aren't good. I'll be wanting to get rid of those, but I do just want to see this. Some interesting. I'm hoping there's some interesting root formation a little bit further down. Yeah, all the way down, there's all these big thick roots that have just clung to the edge of the pot and just wrapped the way around. So yeah, that's why I'd like to repot my plants fairly frequently, do a bit of root pruning just so you don't end up with these drastic roots that are just not what you want. You can get all the vigour going into the roots that you actually use. Okay, so yeah, you can see just how much of a mess all these roots are. So start pruning away ones that I definitely am not going to keep. Big root here that just don't know where it exactly comes from, don't know where it exactly leads to, but it's just arcing around. Same with this one here. I really don't like these roots that are kind of coming up and over. So yeah, this whole section of root here is just sticking up for no apparent reason. This root here, that's yeah, that was all those roots that kind of came up and then around, just kind of pruning it back under the surface a little bit, just in the hopes that it'll kind of have more roots coming out just at that area that's a little bit closer to where all the other roots are. That was reaching over all the way from over here. You can actually see the base of that now that those big roots are gone. But yeah, going the wrong direction. Going back on itself. So prune it off there and leave that part that's going out. a bit more radially.
I've also noticed a lot of these roots are kind of rotten from where the soil, because it's not well draining, so where the water has kind of pooled because it's so root bound, and yeah, just not the best draining soil. So yeah, some of the roots are kind of not in the best shape. And yeah, trying to get rid of all these roots that kind of come around and just go in circles, so just prune this back. Can probably prune this big fat one back even further. So this one here was the one that was the giant one that was kind of wrapping around, going outside, wrapping around all the way around here with all these massive roots coming off over that side. So just pruning it back to where it actually comes out of the trunk. Yeah, so should have more roots that kind of come out of it at that point in the trunk. Just to get a little bit more radial. So kind of limited in my pot options at the moment, so just gonna have to prune back the rest of this to this massive root mass to fit inside that pot. Okay, so just prune that root there a little bit straighter, so just had this bit arcing back in. So I'm keeping it just where this little feeder root's kind of coming off for now, just to try and keep it a little bit healthier. This one here, same thing, there's a bit that comes down further than any other feeder roots on it, so bring it back. Okay, so now just need to figure out which is going to be the front. So those roots do look kind of interesting, but yeah, the front, I really want to capture this in the front. And here you can see that on the side, but you can also see these roots here. So yeah, I'll have this as the front. So I'll just put some soil in there now. Okay, and just making sure I've got soil all around all those roots down there. So from the onset, just gonna start pruning away some of all these branches that kind of just intrude into the front. Kind of want all the branches to be coming off a little bit higher up on the tree. I'll leave this larger one for now. Yeah, I'll leave a few for now, just to give me some options. So I really don't have, there's not really any branches coming up from near the top of this trunk yet, so I'm gonna try and kind of whittle it away a bit, try and make something a little bit more characteristic from that. So I'm not using any fancy tools or anything. Would if I had them, but I really don't. So it does seem to be live wood up there, so hopefully I will get a bit of back budding. Not great at all, but just don't want any really don't want a flat like surface where it'll look as though it's kind of just been chopped. So I think I'm just going to have the three main things. This one here is just kind of comes out at the back. You don't see it really from the front. It's just a bunch of leaves that you kind of see. And even were to have this as the front one day, kind of just comes out straight towards you as the viewer. So I'll just get a bit of wire to put them into a little bit of better shape. So just going to wire these main two now, using the 2 branch principle, but I'm going to try and just hook it around and under the trunk there, just so it's kind of hidden from the main view. And yeah, really kind of hoping that now that I've gotten rid of a lot of the branches that are coming off from lower down, so a lot less foliage here, hopefully, despite the fact that I kind of ruined the top here, hopefully there'll be a bit more back budding a little bit further up. Okay, so here is my Willow Leaf Ficus Bonsai. So yeah, as you can see, it's still pretty basic for now. Not the best material, especially given that we've got the sawn off trunk without any budding immediately beneath it. But
yeah, I've done just trying to characterize that a little bit. It'll get better with a bit of aging. But yeah, other than that, just kind of shaped a few of the branches, got rid of most of them just so there wasn't so much clutter. You could actually see what's going on. And yeah, hopefully these will shape up nicely in future with potentially even a new leader. So I hope you've enjoyed this video or taken something from it. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to be notified of my future videos as I release them. So look, thanks for your time today. Enjoy. Bye.